Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the next 3 months. So this will cover the period of time between July, August, and September. If you're more of a business person, this would be for quarter 3 or Q3 of 2022. With that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Higher Self Affirmation deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to purchase them for yourself. It is still the case that less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you do watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right. Let's make sure everything's in view here, then we'll get right into it. Also take 3 of these cards here to clarify as we go along. All right, energy on the bottom, Gemini. You have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is really a card that indicates potentially being trapped in fear. Okay, this is a major card of fear in the tarot, but it's like the fear that you are placing on yourself, or the fear that is in your mind, right? This is not necessarily reality. This is more about some type of fiction that you are creating when you get the 8 of Swords. And it's, as you can see in the illustration here, this person is kind of trapped or imprisoned in this fear that they are creating in their minds. And so it asks you to maybe take a look at what you can do to remove the blindfold and see kind of the truth in a situation, or the truth or the reality of a situation. The 8 of Swords does say that there is a solution to your problem. It's just a matter of you taking a step back, removing that blindfold, and taking a look at what the truth is, right? Separating fact from fiction. So let's dive into that a little bit more here. So in your overall situation, you have the Devil card. So starting off here with the 8 of Swords and the Devil, there are negative thoughts. There are self-limiting beliefs here that are showing up for you to start off this reading with the 8 of Swords and the Devil card, okay? And this is obviously, it's obviously not great to hear that, but at the same time, it's one of these situations that is fixable, right? Like, this is a situation that's totally in your control. And it is interesting because the Devil can come forward when there are issues around power and control. And so what I feel like saying to you, Gemini, is really you can only deal with what is in your control. And you have to let go of things that are out of your control, is what I feel like saying. So there is a message of control here. Taking your energy and taking your time to work through the things that you're able to work through. And if you're taking on somebody else's problems, or if you're trying to control somebody else, or if somebody else is trying to control you, that is what I feel like is showing up here over the next 3 months for you to maybe look at, right? The only thing that you can do is deal with you and your situation, I feel like saying at this time. Now, obviously, if you have children, obviously you're in charge of some other people as well if your children are young, right? If you don't have adult children. And that's a different scenario here, but I don't think that it's about that. I think that it's, for you, I think that this is about letting go of the things that are out of your control and kind of just surrendering to what is, and surrendering to kind of your issues, right? And kind of dealing with your own issues and your own situations. Now, in July, you have the Chariot, the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So really like to see this here for you. The Chariot is really a major card of sort of pushing forward, pushing ahead. This can talk about progression in one's life. This person has gotten in their chariot, and has sort of driven forward or started moving forward ahead in their path and in their journey. The Chariot can be a message of success through self-discipline. It is generally a very good card of victory, success, and so on. It's also the idea of as above, so below. The sun in this case on the Chariot indicates the universe above. The sphinxes in this case on the Chariot indicate below, indicate the earth. So as it is done in the universe, it is done down here, right? And so as you are taking control of your life in your scenario and letting go of the things that are out of your control, everything will sort of fall into place and fall in alignment. And this looks very good for you here in this month of July. You have this 10 of Cups as well. 10 of Cups is a card of total happiness. It's truly one of the happiest cards to find in the tarot, second to the sun. And so it's seen as a very good sign. The 10 of Cups can say that you've kind of reached the final cup in the rainbow, where you've sort of reached the final stage in the journey of the cups, and you can now sort of celebrate. It's also a major energy of family. There is something about family here and control, and I think that this is something that some of you are working through at this time with the 10 of Cups next to the Devil, but also because we started off with 8 of Swords, and there's also this interesting energy of the Hierophant here, which we'll talk about some more. Don't let somebody else's scenario or somebody else's energy or somebody else's situation ruin your happiness here, is what I feel like saying, Gemini. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Queen of Pentacles is a card of practicality, and it's really about somebody who is making a wise choice, making a practical choice, particularly in the financial areas of their life or the financial sectors of their life, and the material areas of their life. This is somebody who's planning, who's preparing, who's getting ready for the next stage in life. You do have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles as well, which is a counterpart in the tarot. And so some of you, this control issue could be with your significant other if you do have one. And some of you may be working out differences or situations with your significant other. I don't think that will be for everybody, but I do think that that's a message for some people. Now, in the month of August, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Hierophant. So you have this classic combination here. It is always interesting when this combination comes together of the Devil and the Hierophant. So the Devil is, when you combine the Devil with the Hierophant, what you get is nonconformity or being a nonconformist in your life. The Hierophant wants to conform to tradition, okay? The Hierophant is a card of tradition. The Devil is the opposite, okay? The Devil is hedonism. And so you have this situation here where I feel like you are being a total nonconformist in your life, or there may be somebody else in your life who is not traditional. And whether it's you who is the one who is not conforming or somebody else in your life who is not conforming, you have to allow that to happen, okay? Because like I'm going to say 100 times in this reading, you're in control of your life and your situation and your experience. And if, you know, there's just something about control here that's so important. The Hierophant is a card of marriage as well. And so it is possible that this person is your significant other if you are married. And you have to kind of allow things to happen and work out, I feel like saying. But I also feel like for some of you, you may be taking on this, there's this other scenario here where it's like some of you are the one who is non-traditional or a non-conformist. And sometimes it's like sometimes we have to break tradition a little bit. And that's what the Hierophant Devil combination is all about. It's all about breaking tradition. So it's hard for me to say where area in life that is, but there is family energy here. There is tradition energy here. There's this 4 of Wands, which is marriage. Actually, you have the 2 major marriage cards in the tarot with the Hierophant and the 4 of Wands, with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting. I don't think that this is bad, by the way. I don't think that this is something that is like cheating or anything like that. I think it's something else. I think it's like maybe just working through differences or standing your ground, or just realizing that, separation of control. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's coming in so much. And then you have this Nine of Pentacles here as well, which is about your independence. Some of you deeply want to be independent if you are not already. The Nine of Pentacles can talk about financial independence, but I feel like in this case, it's about independence generally. And this can feel a little bit untraditional or non-traditional for you with the Devil and the Hierophant. And this may be hard for you, but I think ultimately it's good. By the way, if you have a very good reading here, all of the cards here, maybe Save, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords are extremely positive. So it's like you have something very good around, like orbiting you here. I feel like these outer cards are sort of orbiting this around you, and it's like you have something good here. In September, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Wands. So it's so interesting that you have these two cards of marriage here next to each other. You can see the young family here in the marriage ceremony, celebrating, enjoying, enjoying that situation. And so it can also be about foundations and achievements, or just laying a firm foundation in your life if you're not interested in marriage, or that's just not something that is in your energy at this time. So it's like with these two cards here, it is significant, especially because it's paired with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles showing up as well. I do think that some of you are going to successfully work through differences in partnership, if that's something that you've been hoping to do. I also think that some of you are working through differences, but coming to maybe a new agreement or a new place with a partner in some ways. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is really a major card of your destiny. It says that the wheel of your destiny has spun in your direction, and the time is now, essentially. The Wheel of Fortune says that the time is now to grow, to expand, to bring something into your life. And the King of Pentacles is about somebody who's a hard worker. King of Pentacles says that through routine, structure, stability, and hard work, you will achieve great success. You will climb the ladder of your life and maybe of your career situation. And so this last month here, showing up in September with the Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, looks very good. And I think that it's ultimately why this is happening is because you've decided that, you know what, it's okay for me to do something outside of tradition. It's okay for me to break tradition a little bit. Let's go and see what else we have here. All right. So you have peace. I choose to vibrate in my personal space, or in my personal peace, or in your personal space. Find your peace. Being. I bring my awareness home to the present. No place greater than here now. No place greater than here now. No moment greater than here now. Pretty nice message. And then you have open. I am an open and willing participant of life. Eyes open, mind open, heart open. I choose to vibrate in my personal peace, I think is probably the message for you. And recognizing that it's okay for you to do that. It's okay for you to have that space for yourself. Let's go ahead and let's take some more tarot cards. So you have, the Eight of Swords twice. So that is an important message for you. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Chariot. The Justice card. Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there might be some travel here in the latter part of this next 3-month period of time with the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Both cards, because you have the Chariot twice, actually, another important card for you, and the Nine of Pentacles twice. So definitely like to see that for you. But Knight of Wands can talk about movement. It can talk about travel. It can talk about like literally moving residence or moving zip code. But it can also just, I think some of you are maybe doing some travel. I also think some of you are capitalizing on your self-discipline to create success in your life. And I think that this is an invigorating energy in the last period of this 3-month stretch. I think that there's something that will make you very happy here. with the Chariot, the Knight of Wands showing up here, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something that will make you feel invigorated, happy, maybe this feeling of accomplishment in the last portion of the month here. So you have this Eight of Swords with the Justice card coming in. Eight of Swords twice is definitely some sort of mental situation here that you are holding on to, or something that is sort of occupying headspace or occupying your mental space in some ways. There's this real feeling that you need your independence. You need to break free of something here, Gemini, as you have the Nine of Pentacles twice, but combined with the Eight of Swords twice, there's like this feeling of needing to get out of a situation or a scenario, get unstuck from a situation. And the Justice card asks you to take a look at that and to do what you can to help yourself out here. In this case, the Justice card says that at the end of the day, all parties will get the outcome they deserve. But it's really this idea that it's sort of like the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in your direction. So if you have been, vibrating at your highest frequency possible, if you've been, doing the hard work, if you've been sort of showing up for yourself, the Justice card is a very good card because it's about the balance of karma. And karma is really just the accumulation of your actions in life. So if you've been taking good actions, it's a very good card. And for you, the action that I feel like you're taking here is breaking free from something, and that may feel like you are breaking tradition. The Page of Wands is some sort of offer or opportunity, could be in work, could be in career, but it could also be you sort of getting inspired or getting fired up or becoming like passionate about something as well. Could just be generally good news arriving in your life. You then have this Nine of Pentacles card here, again, which I've talked about, is about independence. It's actually a very good card for your financial situation, which is about financial independence. But I think in general, this is about your own independence and your individual independence here, and how important that is in this reading. So that's what I have here for you. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.